What is up, everybody? It's BMax Bracketology, and I am back with another video continuing the series of predicting every single college basketball conference tournament winner. Today I'm doing the ACC Atlantic Coast. So let's just get into the bracket right away. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. Should be in Greensboro. That's another thing. That's a different issue. Games tip off Tuesday, March 11th. Championship Saturday, March 15th. 15 teams make the tournament. There are 18 teams overall in the ACC, but only 15 are able to participate. I understand not having all 18, but I think 16 would at least make sense just because, you could have a fourth game on that one day, but I understand not wanting to have not wanting to have 6 games, but or 6 games in 6 days. But okay, let's just get into the bracket. We got the 12 seed Notre Dame versus the 13 seed Pittsburgh. This 13 seed Pitt, they were a bubble team, and they were honestly in about a month and a half ago. They have fallen off the cliff. I don't know what's going on with them. Notre Dame doesn't have Braden Shrewsbury in this game, but I think Marcus Burton and Tay Davis take over this one. I'm gonna go with the 12 seed Notre Dame in this one. But also to include with that one, I think Pitt is kind of like the NC State of last year. They're talented. If you're going to see an NC State run from a double-digit seed, it's going to be Pitt if they can catch fire. And then we got the 10 seed Virginia Tech versus the 15 seed Cal. I kind of like this Cal team a lot. There's not a lot of recognition with this team. Wilkerson is one of the best freshmen in the country. He is going insane for Cal right now. He's going to be hopefully he doesn't go to the portal because he's going to be a stud for Cal. And then the 10 seed Virginia Tech, I just don't love this team. They don't have a dynamic player that I really like, that really stands out in my eyes. They don't take care of the ball very well. I'm going to roll with the 15 seed California to win this one. And then in the next matchup, we got the 11 seed Florida State versus the 14 seed Syracuse. Syracuse led by Eddie Lampkin. This is a strong physical team. That's what they do. But also, same with Florida State. They get a lot of rebounds. I like this team a lot. I like the offensive side that they bring more with Ewan and Watkins. I really like those two. I think those two are enough to catapult them into the next round. And I can't pick against Leonard Hamilton in his final eight. I can't have him go 1 and out in his final game. So I'm gonna roll with the 11 seed Florida State. And then in the next round, we got the 8 seed Georgia Tech versus the 9 seed Virginia. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Virginia. They play a very slow pace. They shoot the ball very well, too, which is something that you kind of like to see. They limit teams' possessions, and they shoot the ball very, very well. Georgia Tech has been able to show that they are very, very solid this year, beating Louisville and Clemson, who are projected 4 or 5 seeds right now. But I kind of like what Virginia's rolling here. I think they can shoot their way out of this one. I'm going to roll with the 9 seed Virginia in this one. And then in the next matchup, we got the 5 seed North Carolina versus the 12 seed Notre Dame. Don't let the seeds fool you guys. These two teams are very, very similar. Notre Dame kind of had a disappointing season. They don't have Shrewsbury, kind of like how I said earlier. North Carolina's got R.J. Davis. Notre Dame's got Marcus Burton, two of the best, probably the two best point guards in this conference. Actually, Chucky Hepburn. Two of the best 3 point guards in this conference. Love those two. Very, very solid. I do like North Carolina's ability offensively a little bit better, and Notre Dame just doesn't have a lot of paint presence with their big guys. I like the 5 seed North Carolina in this one. And then in the next matchup, we got the 7 seed Stanford versus the 15 seed Cal. There's nothing like an old West Coast rivalry between Stanford and Cal being played in Charlotte, North Carolina. Man, that just sounds amazing, doesn't it? No, not at all. But, so Stanford, they got Renaud, who is an absolute stud. California doesn't play amazing defense, and they don't shoot the ball amazing as a team. I think Stanford takes advantage of that. I'm going to roll with the Cardinal in this one. 7 seed Stanford moving on. And then in the next matchup, we got the 6 seed SMU versus the 11 seed Florida State. SMU is analytically very, very good. They're a very efficient offense. All 5 of their starters are very, very good. Florida State just doesn't have the offense to keep up with SMU, in my opinion. Shout out Leonard Hamilton, great career. I think his career is going to end here. I'm going to roll with the 6 seed SMU here. And then in the next matchup, we got the 1 seed Duke versus the 9 seed Virginia. I'm not saying that Virginia is going to win this game, but along with the 13 seed Pitt, I think this is the team that can really surprise you in the ACC tournament. if they can get past Duke, which I don't think they will. But Virginia shoots the ball very, very well. Duke has a very, very good of shooting defense. Don't allow teams to get comfortable at all. I like the 1 seed Duke here. More talented, easy pick here. And then in the next matchup, we got the 4 seed Wake Forest versus the 5 seed North Carolina. Analytically, Wake Forest is really not that good, guys. They don't shoot the ball very well, and especially when North Carolina's got a high pumping offense with R.J. Davis and Ian Jackson. Don't love that matchup. I like Salas, I like Hildreth, I like Reed, but I just don't think they're going to be enough. I think Wake Forest is going to be out of the tournament heading to the NIT. I'm going to take the 5 seed North Carolina in this one. Then we got the 2 seed Louisville versus the 7 seed Stanford. I kind of talked about it, Renaud. Kind of their whole team. Outside of him, I don't love any of the players on Stanford. Louisville's deep. Their guard play is very, very good. Hepburn, Smith can really rein it. Edwards, very, very solid team there. I'm going to roll with the 2 seed Louisville in this one. And then in the final quarterfinal match, we got the 3 seed Clemson versus 6 seed SMU. Analytically, these teams are very, very similar. Both like to get on the offensive glass. Both shoot the ball very well. Both don't turn the ball over, force a decent amount of turnovers. But SMU has just shown that they cannot beat good teams. And if SMU can really, really pour it on here, I like the fact that they can make the NCAA tournament. If they beat Clemson, they beat Louisville. They don't even have to beat Duke. But if they can win those 2 games, I think they're in. But I just don't see it. They haven't beaten anybody good all year. I'm going to go with the 3 seed Clemson in this one. And then in the first semifinal matchup, we got the best rivalry in college basketball. We got the 1 seed Duke versus the 5 seed North Carolina. When you look at this, the historic rivalry, this is going to be a good game, guys. It's going to be in Charlotte. A lot of people are going to show up to this one. Neutral crowd, in my opinion. Duke is just so talented. R.J. Davis is very, very good. He's going to have to go off. He's going to have a lot of help from Trimble and Jackson. But I just don't think it's going to be enough. Duke is so talented. North Carolina doesn't really have an advantage that really pops out on the board with me. I'm going to go with the 1 seed Duke to win this one. And then in the other semifinal, we got the 2 seed Louisville versus the 3 seed Clemson. Both of these teams are very, very good guys. Very, very efficient. Chucky Hepburn loves to pass the ball. Very, very good as he has very, very good court vision. He gets a lot of guys open. Louisville, I think one thing that hurts them is their inside presence, and that's what Clemson loves to do. Chase Hunter loves to get to the hole. Ian Shefflin, the chef, very, very good inside presence. Locken has been playing outside of his mind recently. I'm going to roll with the 3 seed Clemson to win this one, and Brad Brownell is a very, very good candidate for that Indiana job. So in the championship game, we got the 1 seed Duke versus the 3 seed Clemson. Clemson was able to win this game earlier this year. It was at Clemson. That's the win that kind of put them on the radar and kind of gave Duke. Everyone's like, oh, Duke can't win, but they're so talented, guys. I already talked about Clemson, Shefflin, Hunter, Locken, the other Hunter, his brother. I like this team a lot, but I'm gonna roll with the 1 seed Duke. John Shire in his 3rd year as head coach. I think he's gonna bring home the championship to Duke. The second one in 3 years. I like this Duke team a lot, guys. This is a national championship team if they can be on. Cooper Flagg is the best player in college basketball. He might not win the award, but he is the most talented, and he is the best player in college basketball. And if you don't think that way, I think you're crazy. They got other guys, Knipple, Jones, Proctor, Moloch. This team is just so deep. Brown and Gillis off the bench. I mean, this team is so deep, guys, and that's what you want to see in March. They're a little inexperienced, but they got the older guys that can bring it in, like Gillis and Brown off the bench, who can really bring in some different looks as them. I like this team a lot. They haven't won the ACC championship since 2023, like I said, but so I'm going to roll with Duke here. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you get notifications of every time I post. I really love giving these videos out to you guys. It's a lot of fun making them. It's a hard process, but I love making these videos. That's all I got. BMax Bracketology out. God bless everyone.